Mike. I'm here tonight solo. Zoe's not feeling good. Um, I don't know if you guys watched that Andrew Tate fight with Chase Demore. It's funny. I don't know if you guys are hardcore Jake fans, but if you are, you know why. No, but yeah, it was an interesting fight. I thought. I really kind of enjoyed it. Um, just to see a good fight is enjoyable for me. I'm a fan of UFC and a fan of boxing, so I really enjoyed that. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's some recaps you can watch on YouTube if you don't have a Rumble subscription. But I think I'm gonna get one because sometimes I go on Rumble. Um, I mistakenly thought it was gonna be like free to see, which it wasn't. Makes sense. It's a boxing match, so I just kind of dodo birded on that one. But yeah, well, hope you guys are doing good. I don't know if anybody's watching. I don't have my partner in crime here right now. That's funny. No, I need a battery. But but yeah, that's not a camera angle. Let's bring that one up to the third one. But it's big bag. So watching that Andrew Tate fight, it was pretty exciting, but I kind of expected a little more from Tate since um he's known kind of like a pretty tough guy. I mean, he is a four-time world champion kickboxer. He was boxing, and that's not his field of expertise. Um, I also think that if it was a kickboxing match, I feel like it would have been a blowout in Tate's side, for one instance. Um, when I watch old videos of Andrew Tate as a kickboxer, he does pretty well. But boxing, he did pretty well. I thought the first round was definitely his. He came out very strong, very quick, and he had for for a time he had good instincts throughout the whole fight. I would say he dodged a lot of hits. He took a lot of hits too. I enjoyed the fight. I hope you guys did too. As far as UFC fights, I'm excited for the next fight to come out for the new year since it's gonna be my birthday. In the new year, coming in the new year, so that's exciting. It's gonna be like pretty cold, but I want to go out for my birthday. I'm thinking about it, like what I want to do. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments. So like in round one, it seemed like Tate like did a lot of jabs and he was doing pretty well. I didn't really see Chase like really put any effort into the match in round one. He was kind of like, I think he was testing the waters. But as far as round two goes, Chase was like landing a lot of punches. Chase was landing a lot of punches in round two. I'd say round two would go to Chase, but Tate looks strong. You know, it was crazy because he looked, you know, kind of gassed out in round two for Tate. Definitely by round three, Tate's fatigue is visual. I feel like he should have worked more on stamina because it seemed like he was pretty gassed out by round three. By round three, it definitely went to Chase Demore. But I was hoping that this was part of Tate's strategy. There's a lot of rope moments. I'd say a lot of time on the ropes. Definitely a lot of time on the ropes. I don't know. I was disappointed. By like round four, guys. Round four, I would say it's becoming visible that Tate was trying to dodge this guy's punches by coming in close. But every time he came in close, this guy would lay on him, just lay all his body weight on him. So that was like an issue. And also, it seemed like Tate just kept leaning forward at this point. And that didn't look good. It didn't look good. Tate leaning that far forward is not a good look because it seems like he's more vulnerable. I was surprised that Chase Demore didn't catch on to that earlier because he could have been using that time for uppercuts, which he didn't catch on until later in the fight. And by round five, Tate got caught with an uppercut because Chase started to notice that he kept hiding down low because he was trying to protect himself. Tate was trying to protect himself by hiding down low more often. So, if you know, that's how it goes, I guess. He took an uppercut and the blood was like gushing down his face, down Tate's face. He took an uppercut and blood was gushing down Tate's face, and yeah, that was rough to see. By round six, it's mostly Tate in survival mode, which I don't blame him. He was taking a lot of damage at that point, and yeah. I was happy to see it was a split decision. I kind of knew it was going to be a split decision. This is going to sound like a conspiracy theory, but I kind of knew it was going to be a split decision because, you know, AT is a controversial figure. So anytime he's coming out on top, that maybe the sponsors, you know, weren't really feeling that. That's why I was pretty sure if it was gonna go to decision, Tate was gonna lose because I don't know, if you know, you know. You know? But yeah, it was a split decision. I think that leaves room for a rematch. I don't think Tate will do it. He seemed pretty gassed out unless he does like so much conditioning, so much conditioning on his body, so much stamina conditioning that he just feels completely ready. I don't know, man. It's just I don't see him doing it again, but I hope he does. I hope he does. I always like watching fighters that were in the ring before come back in the ring to give younger fans the chance to see him again. That's why I was really excited to see Mike Tyson in the ring. I know that show was kind of like a circus kind of show, but it was cool to see Mike Tyson. Just to see him, you know, fight a little bit, spar a little bit, give some jabs. That was exciting for me because I was too young to see Mike in his prime. Like honestly, I just was. I wonder if anybody's in the chat. Probably not because it's midnight. But I don't know if you guys know this, but clinical research shows that athletes, media personalities, influencers, um, any type of those type of jobs where you're in front of a lot of people, you're gonna be faced with like a lot of anxiety sometimes, a lot of scrutiny, and it's crazy because that scrutiny can convert to like depression and then more anxiety and then just like bad outcomes. So you gotta like train your mind for this kind of stuff. Just like you train your body, I guess. So like even outside professional circles, like always being turned on, always being ready, always producing, always defending, you know. This often correlates with burnout, depression, things like that. Emotional exhaustion, that's another one. So clinical psychologists describe this as performance identity fusion, where external achievement becomes the core of self-value, and you don't want that. The reason I'm talking about this is because me and my family, my grandmother, my aunt, my family members, we have like 35 years experience in mental health, psychology, things like that. So I just wanted to take a minute to tell you guys, like, you have to identify these markers so that you don't nosedive so hard that you hit like a depression all-time low or something like that. You struggle with self-worth and things like that. You don't want that to happen. So you want to be able to identify these markers so that way you'll be okay. That way you can learn to accept failure and move on. Performance identity fusion can happen outside of professional areas like professional sports, professional athletes, professional streamers, professional YouTubers, things like that. You happen to normal people because if you just identify yourself as never losing, always winning, always progressing, no walls, no stop signs, then when you hit the wall and you hit a goal that you didn't think, a goal that you thought you were going to totally smash and achieve, you got to identify these markers so that way you don't suffer from that. You don't want to suffer from performance identity fusion. You don't want your performance to become your self core of how you identify yourself. That's not the way you want to think. Because when that identity is challenged by loss or by a failure in your road to success, it hits you way harder than it needs to be, guys. I can promise you that. You guys got to be able to navigate a landscape where emotional health, self concept, and public perception is like in a controlled state. And the takeaway isn't that you're fragile or athletes are fragile or commentators are fragile or whatever it may be. It's that humans evolve from community and not from constant judgment. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that mental health professionals use a term called narrative capture, which happens when individuals or audiences become emotionally invested in a story that gives meaning to chaos, especially after trauma, because loss demands explanation, right? Grief demands structure. Conspiracy theories offer you something seductive, and certainly without closure. This doesn't mean grief equals delusion. And the reason I say grief is because I was thinking about Kirk. In this day and age, you need to be in constant search for hard facts and then develop what you want to believe from those. Learn what trusted sources are and where you can find those trusted sources. I don't know. I'm not really gonna say much more about this. Because I'd like to talk to someone, have like a back and forth. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys kind of think a little bit. Stretch your brain muscles, if you will. I don't know. I kind of fight with myself when I think about these kind of topics and these kind of things. But yeah, other stuff. I know there's some stuff going on in LA, some like ice skating stuff and things like that. I don't know if you guys are into that, but I want to go check out some like holiday events. Candy Cane Lane. I think it's terrible what they're doing to Candy Cane Lane. I don't know if you guys know this, but like in LA, there's like some Candy Cane Lane areas. Candy Cane Lane areas. And those areas are kind of under attack by city officials. I don't know if I'd say city officials, but like basically local government, I'd say. Because it used to be where there would be people outside selling hot cocoa and stuff. It'd be like families selling hot cocoa and friends. It was like a friendly vibe. you know, like a fun, friendly vibe where people can come in and check everything out. But now, city officials are kind of ruining that. Now people are gonna have to invite people into their homes if they want to sell stuff. They're not allowed to sell on their own property, which I think is crazy, you guys. It's crazy that they're telling people what to do with their own property. They're telling people what to do while they're on their land that they purchased, and they're telling them they can't sell hot cocoa. They can't sell food. They can't sell burritos. You know, it's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have you guys heard about this? Because this is going on in Candy Cane Lane. I don't know if you guys know about Candy Cane Lane, but it's a South Bay community that is required by law to hang up Christmas lights and make their houses look amazing, which you know, I think that's a cool, you know, community thing. I think that's kind of awesome that they let people know that when you buy the house, you're kind of participating in this ritual of the Christmas lights parade thing. And I like it. I go visit sometimes. I remember one time we got a limo and we just drove around looking at the lights, and I was standing out the top looking like a millionaire. Felt like a millionaire. This is when I was a kid. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoy it, and yeah, it's crazy. They're telling people they can't sell stuff on their own property. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say, guys. Um, I hope to commentate on more fights. I hope to get better at this. I appreciate your patience. As far as events goes in LA, the only thing I was kind of interested was this Santa Monica ice skating. That seemed pretty fun. Um, I kind of wanted to drive out there with my wheelchair. I don't know if that's possible, but I thought it'd be pretty funny. I saw someone on the LA Kings ice rink, like when I was at a Kings game, and I thought, oh man, that'd be so much fun to just go drift on the ice. But it also looked like I might get stuck. I was like, I gas the wheels, and nothing would happen. So I don't know. Hey, would you guys be interested if I did a reality show kind of similar to what's that show called? 90 Day Fiance? Yeah. Would you guys watch it? I think it'd be kind of cool if if I shot my shot with somebody from like on the other side of the globe, and then I traveled there, and then I checked out the culture, checked out the food, checked out the girl that I was talking to, and I thought it might be kind of fun, like fun to watch, like a little adventure. Because honestly, I think I could do it better than 90 Day Fiance. To be honest, like I think there should be like a game show integrated into that show because sometimes I get bored with that show. Certain people that come on that show, I just fast forward it. But I don't know. I was thinking about doing it. Drop a comment if you like that idea. Also, you guys go follow me on Knights Republic as well. Knights_Republic on Instagram, all platforms. You know, I'll attach it to the video of where I want you to follow because I want you to check out my clothing brand. You don't have to buy anything if you can't afford it. Then just spread the word. Um, Eventually, what I want to do is I want to buy a pontoon boat and then adapt it for kids with disabilities. But yeah, let me know. Andrew Tate, partner with me for the charity I want to build. If you want to, I don't know. I tried this restaurant a few weeks back called Lobster and Beer. It's pretty cool. It's like this place. Like if you want a chill place to go kick it and watch football, watch basketball, watch sports, but you want some good seafood, like you don't want garbage, like you want something quality that doesn't cost like an arm and a leg, and you want that bar atmosphere, I'd say go check it out. It's worth it. I think it's pretty awesome. I know that spot, Lobster Beer, is awesome because I went there to watch LA Kings game once, or maybe it was a Laker game. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I had a great time. The people that work there are really kind, really nice. The food was amazing. I really like the lobster tots. It's like tater tots with like cheese and other seafood in it. It tastes amazing. You guys should definitely check it out. I definitely want to go back. I kind of want to take Zoe there because I don't know, man. He's like sick. He don't feel good. They got some hot soup, I think. If not hot soup, I think they got like a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, I want to go there again. Especially with one of my other friends, since he likes to drink, and that place has an assortment of different beers and choices and stuff like that, and it's really kicked back. But yeah, that's my my restaurant pick for this weekend. If you need a spot to go check out, definitely check that place out. And yeah. I don't know. All right, well, good night, you guys. It's pretty late. Take it easy. Peace.